Hey, it's Easy here. So, the NBA Cup started today, so I haven't watched all the games, but there's probably like 3 games I want to talk about. So, let's get into it. So, the first game, Celtics Hawks. The Hawks ended up winning without, I think, Trey Young's their major person they didn't have, but they were missing 2 other guys that are pretty key contributors. But, Hawks ended up winning. I think they had like 30 plus assists or something like that. Boston, it's just Boston, like not really much to worry about. The Hawks, they're just a team that Boston doesn't really match up well with. They matched up in the first round, I believe, last year, and they lost. No, Boston won in 6, but as the Pacers, Atlanta's just one of those teams that they're good on offense, trash on defense, and it seems like Boston, I guess that's teams in the NBA that they just have a problem with. So, if you have a good offense and just a pretty bad defense, you could probably compete with Boston pretty well. But yeah, that's all about that game. Next game, probably Knicks and Sixers. Joel Embiid made his debut. Wasn't nothing impressive. Philly, in my opinion, Philly's like gonna be like this last team that tries the whole big three thing, and it just ends up collapsing. You would think like when they get Paul George, it would be like, oh wow, like they are gonna do something this year, and then the season starts, and where are they now? 2-8, yeah, they're 2-8. So, Tyrese Maxey's out with the hamstring. Paul George, he's doing Paul George things, and then Joel Embiid, he made his debut, but obviously he's gonna pick it up, but he needs time. With the load management thing with Joel Embiid, that's gonna be the issue with him. It's because he said himself he wasn't gonna play back-to-backs, but now it's that the Sixers are kind of monitoring him and don't want him to play back-to-backs. I think in the post-game interview for the game, he said something about basically if he's cleared to play, he'll play. If not, then he won't play, but he wants to play. You're 2-8. As the best player on the team, in my opinion, you should go out and play, but, we don't know what Joel Embiid's going through. Yeah, that big-ass left knee brace on, so who knows? But yeah, Philly's just in a mess right now. The Knicks, they're playing pretty good basketball. Josh Hart had a Josh Hart-esque game, dropped a triple-double. Jalen Brunson kind of struggled today. Cat, he just did mid things today, did his job. Then yeah, the Knicks, they're playing good overall. They just need their big man, Mitchell Robinson and Precious Achiuwa back to get their defense up, and I think they'll be pretty solid. And then the last game, the best game of the whole day, Mavs Warriors. Klay Thompson made his beloved return to Golden State. Obviously, he's still loved there. And, he's probably going to return there once his contract in Dallas is up. He had a pretty good game tonight, 22 points, I believe. Curry went off for 37. All the stars showed up today. Luka had like 30-something. Kyrie had like 25-something, like 20 plus, something like that. But yeah, pretty good game. Dallas, they're getting all their guys back, so I think they'll be fine. They just need to adjust to obviously having Klay Thompson as their third lead scorer, third option type of guy. And then Golden State, they're just building on what they've been doing, strength in numbers. They kind of went back to that motto, playing a lot of dudes off the bench, pretty quality. I didn't realize how good of a bench Golden State had this year until I just watched this game tonight and just realized, like, wow, Kuminga's off the bench and he's actually starting to play pretty well. Pods is off the bench. He hasn't started the season off well, but, he's going to pick it up. Looney off the bench. D'Anthony Melton in some games, he comes off the bench. Buddy Hield is off the they have a pretty solid bench. So Golden State, it's strength in numbers for them and pretty good defense. And shout out to Draymond Green. He played pretty well tonight. So yeah, that's my spiel about the NBA Cup today. It's pretty fire overall. And yeah, catch y'all next time.